So, some pretty sad news um, over the weekend. Dwayne Haskins was struck by a dump truck and is dead at the age of 24. Um, it's I'm not trying to sound like Adam Schefter, who we will get to in a moment, but it's not the fact that like he was a bust. You know what I'm saying? It was the fact that he was so young that he never got a chance to turn it around. You know what I'm saying? To, have that aha moment and, circle the wagons or even, figure it out outside of football. And it's like you can't just count somebody out because of, what you see out of them. You immediately cast them out. Again, this is a young kid that is, you know, fresh off being a star at Ohio State. He kind of think he knows a thing or two. And it's like his first few seasons humbled him simply. And from the look of things, it looks like he was, starting to get things together. He was training for next season. So it's like, it's just real sad to see somebody go so young. Not only go so young, but not have a chance to turn things around. I kind of know a thing or two about that.
Hmm. Um, also, it's a quote that it was a quote that by Priscilla Shire that spoke volumes to me. She was giving one of her sermons or whatever, and she
Mm.
was saying that age is not determined by how long you've been living, but your age is determined by that end date on your tombstone, right? So you say if you're 30, if you're like 10 years old, but you're only living for like 30 years, that's pretty old. You know what I mean? Because your lifespan is cut quickly. You know what I'm saying? But if you're like 30 and you're living to like 90, you know what I'm saying? That makes it old. But until you get to that date, you can't determine, you know what I'm saying, age. Age is only determined when that death date comes. So it's like, and what made me think of it was it's like, yo, you gotta really know and cherish every breath you get because you can think you got all the time in the world and then your number come up. And then next thing you know, you had a very quick life or done life, you know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
don't I just my prayers up for his family. And again, it wasn't the fact that he wasn't a good player. It was the fact, like you stated, he's young. So even if he didn't have a successful career in football, he could have had a career elsewhere. He's still young to make a success out of himself in other areas. So to see him go that young, and that made me think of a coach I got. He's 22, and he was in the football. So I said, "See, I've been telling you, you know what I'm saying? Treat your life like a gift, man, because you don't know when that thing is up. You don't know when it's over." So
Yeah. However, we get to Adam Schefter, who, you know, is usually the quick draw for uh, breaking news in the NFL.
mm-hmm.
He, throws out a tweet saying Dwayne Haskins who struggled with Washington and in Pittsburgh was killed in a car crash this morning. He was 24. And Twitter let him have it. Good reason. Because as somebody that took basic journalism in high school, even I can point out what was wrong with that tweet, right? The part where he mentions his struggling in Washington and Pittsburgh, there was no need to add that part. As far as he, could have gone for, he should have gone for, is who spent time in Washington. And it's like, bro, read the room. So that's just all I'll say. We'll give a moment of silence for Dwayne Haskins. Rest in peace, Dwayne. Live via satellite, it is Gorilla Gang Podcast. I am Carlos Crawford, one of your hosts at least. Like, we're talking about roughly 50% of this show, pretty much. Like, I mean, I do like leg work, well, most of the leg work, but I'm also like half the mouthpiece of this show. At any rate, this is my co-host here, Kenny Whitaker. Kenny, what's
Hi. I don't have anything witty right now.
not the witty? Who's the high one here, huh? But
Still you.
We'll see about that.
Just because I ain't got nothing witty don't make me high. Doesn't mean I didn't have anything at that moment.
We'll see about that. Oh, man.
Anywho.
This week, we talk about legitimately the longest weekend in wrestling history.
Like literally the longest weekend in wrestling history.
Also, we discuss interest in spring football. But first, pin count brought to you by Kiki and Co. Shirts. How the tables turn.
And you saw me look at you, right? I was like, what's he gonna do now? They have great desserts. Please check her out. I haven't personally tasted anything of them, but I've been promised some, cupcakes, so I'm waiting for the day when I can get some of those cupcakes.
No, shut up. I had some for this. I was gone. You sucky, you know it, Kenny.
I suck because I was trying to cover for you. It'd be your own peoples, man.
I just needed a moment. Like, I understood what you were going through, but I still needed a moment because I had it.
You should have held on to it so I got finished. Now you could have been doing it now, but instead we're talking about this.
But then you cut me off. Anyway, number one question. There's number one. First and foremost, congratulations to Kansas men's basketball team and South Carolina's females basketball team for winning the national championship.
My Jayhawks, baby. Rock Chalk Jayhawks.
Hold on. All right, I gotta reload it. I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Also, an additional.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't know you were a Kansas fan.
I'm not.
All right, I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
National championship, that was going to be your team. It's like, all right.
Yep, that's what I do. I don't like I explained to my friends the other day, I'm not necessarily a true college basketball friend. Like I like to see, you know what I'm saying, like what's the word? Like, classic or, somewhat important like college teams have success. Duke is just because I like to troll people and I know it pisses people off. That's like me. It's like the equivalent to me liking heels. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah.
Okay.
So if you hear me talk about Duke, it's because I know they're doing good and I know it's going to piss somebody off. If you hear me talking about Villanova, it's because Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying?
That's not fair. Oh, I guess you can do that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because again,
Yeah,
all including the women's.
Right. That's like if Georgetown was to ever decide to be good again. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Georgetown. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. But
growing up, I thought Georgetown was an HBCU because there were an abundance of black players. The coach was black, and they also had kids at cloth side stripes. So, fun fact about me.
But yeah, I mean, I honestly didn't even watch a single game of college basketball. It was just crazy to say out loud.
Neither did I. Listen, you know who did all the basketball watching in the Crawford household?
Yeah, it was finesse.
This Crawford household.
Yeah. It's definitely connect. I just know Joel Embiid went to Kansas, so it just made it funny, you know what I'm saying, talk about Kansas. But yeah.
He did go to Kansas, huh?
Mm-hmm. Him and Andrew Wiggins, his best friend.
I completely forget that. At any rate. I have no legitimate segue for this because, listen, man, the Lakers have proved it. They suck.
I didn't even know we were segueing the Lakers with this, but okay, that's fine. That makes sense. It's basketball. We doing all this talking about winning time in Los Angeles.
Nah, motherfucker. At this point, in this era,
it's losing times right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all losing bad. That's exactly what it is. Big losing time for Los Angeles. They need to dig up Jerry Buss and figure it out.
The Los Angeles, the winning time story in Los Angeles about the Clippers. Oh no, what's happening?
Oh God, man, you watch that winning time series. If you look at the Lakers now, you like, boy, they trash.
You just look like you hate to see it.
Yeah, you like that.
Have you been keeping up on that, Joe?
What, winning time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's discuss.
There's a fish in the water.
Listen, your ass, Jerry, is against the wall right now, dog. Like knowing what we know now, thank goodness your man's won a championship because
If he
he was,
didn't, boy, we talking about a different owner.
ooh, buddy, he was under pressure. So,
Pressure.
like, everything had his ass in a different type of submission hold, dog. Like,
that boy had that pressure, boy.
It was absolutely wild, bro. Absolutely wild. Then
that man walked there and saw the ownership papers on the table. Was tight.
then the head coach like died.
Well, died.
I'm sorry, spoiler alert, but God, fuck you guys. You guys gotta watch the show.
Man, he didn't die. Yo.
He stopped breathing at the end of the episode. Like, that's death to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? However, because that Jason Segel play, I forget. I constantly forget his name, even though he's like a figure in this, not only this show, in this history.
Paul Westhead?
Paul Westhead, yeah. I won't say Tim Westwood.
Yeah, boy, we are not on Tim Westwood show.
Tim Westwood, head coach, drop the bomb, drop multiple bombs.
You know what? That boy under pressure, he don't know what to do.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, no, he's under an immense amount of pressure, but as at a certain point, Pat Riley, steps in. I don't know or remember when exactly. So, I'm kind of watching this show as a fan, more of a fan than a sports historian, if you will.
Right.
Because a lot of stuff I don't remember by heart. So it's gonna be fun watching.
Buddy, I don't remember none of this. I wasn't born.
Well, my thing is that I'm a dork for history.
I mean, yeah, I am too with certain stuff, especially like this. So I'm gonna be watching it with intent.
Most particularly sports history. I would literally sit in the house on weekends and on days where I was sick, stay home from school.
Be watching ESPN classics. You ESPN classic nigga, ain't you?
Bro. NFL Yearbook was probably one of my favorite shows growing up, and I'm just realizing it. Or it was man. That, and as I got older, I became a big fan of 30 for 30s. I'm a huge.
Them 30 for 30s go crazy.
Oh my God, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
They go.
And my initial thought was it was only going to be 30 of them. Now, I'm pretty sure it's more than 30.
Oh, yeah, they far exceeded 30. It's probably like 45, 50 of them now. I could probably
find them.
Top of my head.
Man, I might have to go ahead and get ESPN Plus or something so I can watch them 30 for 30s.
I have ESPN Plus.
Oh, well. And I said, I have ESPN Plus. I bet you do.
He said, I bet you do.
I bet you do, son.
I'll look at it. I'll look at it 30 for 30. I'll watch one of them college football documentaries.
Man.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to watch one of them old classic Ali fights. I'm trying to watch Ali Frazier, Thrilla, Manilla. I used to like them shows. They show that whole fight. Like, yeah.
Son, I remember one day. I want to say it was like one morning. It was like maybe 11 noon. I like tuned into maybe the mid-second, early third round of Thrilla and Manila. And then Canez walked in the room. It's like, what are you watching? Thrilla and Manila. Huh. He sits down. And from the third round to the end of that fight, we sat and watched it on through.
Yeah.
Like, son, they were beating the shit out of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like we give Ali all the all the praise dues because he float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. No. This motherfucker Joe Frazier was hooking off on Ali.
But you gotta remember that man Ali was old too, though.
Joe had one eye.
Yeah, but Ali was slow.
Ali got the vision advantage.
Vision don't make up for speed.
Speed, my nigga.
You slow, you can't see. You slow, you can't move.
Joe Frazier can't see. All he knows is he got a left hook that can connect the shit. That's all he knows. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
that was all he needed for him.
Ali is old. He was old in that fight. He wasn't felt like a butterfly stinging like a bee. He was just moving like a turtle and hitting like I don't know.
I was until like late rounds, like around the 9th, 10th round or so. That's when I started getting tired because Ali started getting tired around the 13th round or so.
He was still old and still slow.
Not to mention like that, Ali was like barely over the getting over the hill around that point. And he was still like in primal condition. And not the fact that the motherfucker had his prime taken away from him.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm talking about.
That's not fair, Kenny.
That's what I'm talking about.
If we're being completely honest, the 70s was his prime. That's what he had to make up.
Correct. I know that. That's what I'm saying. If he didn't have to go to prison, he'd probably be champ for very long.
It's just not fair.
Yes, absolutely not. But anyway, we got way off tangent.
way off. Well, I guess we got the point across after saying that the Lakers. And funny thing about it is, we never pushed the panic button on the Lakers.
Well,
never
got
the panic button.
My button was never on with the Lakers.
I really wanted to push that button. That was a big red button. I was looking at the chops to push.
The panic button happened when LeBron tweeted, and I'm gonna read it right now. That keep talking about my squad, our personal agents, the way he plays, he stays injured, we're past our time in this league, etc., 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 etc. Do me one favor, please, and I mean please, all caps, with prayer hands. Keep that same narrative energy in all caps when it begins. That's all I ask. Thank you. Well, guess what, LeBron? Here, on April 11th, 2022, and I'm going to turn my camera off so you can see my face. Here, April 11th, 2022, we keeping that energy because y'all boys garbage.
Tell me about how cold that take was, Kenny.
It's real real cold. Y'all boys.
Chilly.
I said burr. It's cold in here. It must be so garbage in the atmosphere. I said, burn. It's cold.
Oh my god! Hey man,
Boy, Tiger had here in the 2022, April 11, 2002, the year of our Lord Jesus Christ. Tiger Woods had a better chance of winning a championship than LeBron and the Lakers. You hate to see it.
You really do. I couldn't have said it better myself. Number 2. All right. Wrestlemania Weekend is like Super Bowl for wrestling. Well, the WWE at least. And then independent promotions piggyback on WrestleMania Weekend. Over the past couple of years, it has become a 2-night event where the first night's on Saturday, second night's on Sunday, like every other pay-per-view. However, Friday, you had SmackDown, right? And after SmackDown, you had AEW Rampage, their usual episode. Saturday afternoon at 1 was WWE NXT Stand and Deliver, which is basically the I guess you could say the what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not saying national championship, but
Rose Bowl or something like that.
No, not college. It's like D League. Think minor league trophy.
Oh boy, Little League World Series something.
Your AAA baseball team trophy.
I don't even know what. They're minor league. They're minor league. Developmental league. We're not doing all this.
Of the WWE.
Yeah.
But that joke cracked hard. Like my man Tony D'Angelo beat Tommaso Ciampa. That should have been crazy. Mandy Rose, Cora Jade, Io Shirai, and Kaylee Ray. They duked it out in the Fatal 4-Way. That shit went nuts. If I can remember the main event, I can't remember the main event at the moment. However, yeah, that was from 1 to like 3:30, right?
Mm-hmm.
Night 1 of WrestleMania started around 7:30. That was pre-show.
And you know how I feel about those.
Katie doesn't watch pre-show.
Nope. Not wasting my time to watch stuff that's not even on the main card.
Okay, but do you watch pre-games?
No.
Man of integrity. I dig it.
I don't want to see anything. Like, I've never been the guy to watch the pregame show for the Super Bowl. Absolutely not. Let me know when the game comes on. I don't care about this stuff. People talking for 3 hours about predictions. We've been doing that all week. Let me know when the game comes on.
Get a coin toss. Let me know when they say, and this game is underway.
Well, yeah, I don't even watch the coin toss. I don't care who wins the coin toss. Let me know when they're about to kick off. Okay.
And the ball has begun. And then
Yep.
Kenny immediately walks in, like, he no clips.
Right. I'm like, thank you.
The ball gets booted into the air. As soon as the ball's in midair, you just like, you're right there. Well, turn around. Kenny, when'd you get there? You're like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, I got here right when the ball got kicked. You know what I'm saying?
At any rate, night one of WrestleMania was like it started at 7, 8 o'clock if you're Kenny.
Yeah. WrestleMania started at 8.
And at midnight. And so we already know what the high point of that was.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I honestly thought it'd just be a talk show segment on the Kevin Owens show with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I did too. I thought it was just gonna be,
But
you know what I'm saying?
this KO was like, this is a ploy for me to bring you out here to run me that motherfucking fade. And boy, did we get a fade. Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? I said Stone Cold Steve Austin is 57 years old, bro. And whooping ass like he was still in his late 30s, early 40s.
The bad thing about that is Stone Cold 57 and had one of the best matches on the night. I said that. I said it was him, it was Becky and Bianca, and I don't know.
That was a match too.
Those two matches was great. Anything else I didn't even
Nah, because old Stone Cold said, if I'm coming back for one more match, we're now going to have a shit show. Not with old Stone Cold.
Right.
And I respect the hell out of it. He beat the shit out of Kevin Owens. That was fun.
Those mudhole stomps were stiff though. Stiff.
I enjoyed that. It 1, pause for effect. 2, pause for effect. 3, pause for effect. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Nah, them kicks ain't go that fast, bro. You giving him more credit than he deserved for them kicks, bro.
He's 57 years old, Kenny, but he's still. The mudholes are still getting a stomp.
I'm gonna watch the old mudhole. They're not old.
That's a fact that this ain't attitude anymore, bro. Like they can't stomp like he used to.
Right. Those are actually the two best matches. Austin and Kevin Owens and Becky and Bianca.
I barely can remember what happened the rest of either night.
There was freaking Charlotte versus Ronda.
Dear God.
That was like, okay, I see what Ronda's trying to do. Cody Rhodes debut. That was probably the pop that everybody wanted to see. But
that was night 2 or 1?
That was night 1.
Really?
That was night 1. And then if you want my opinion on the match, mid. The match was mid, if you ask me.
You thought it was mid?
Yeah.
That was a good ass match. They're going crazy.
Nah. It was good because he was in it, but I'm like, everybody's like, oh my God, that was so great. I was like,
Kenny just sitting at the crib like,
man, yeah. It's like, oh, Kenny, what'd you think about Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's great that he came out. Adrenaline in my soul. That's cute.
I don't even know the theme song. I just know they got hella fucking fireworks for his fucking entrance.
Yeah, for him to be started, that's in a month and a half. I hope y'all ready.
I mean, Carlos Crawford's 2014 entrance amount of pyrotechnics and the shit is disgusting. It's sickening. He needs to grow the fuck up.
I just want y'all to be ready for when he go back to Stardust. That's all.
Nah, man. I at this point, I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Why would you think it's not gonna happen? I gotta change the script.
No.
And I'm gonna inject some stars into your vicinity.
Jesus. No.
Yeah. Absolutely. Nightmare. Imagine this. The stars have aligned.
Dear God, no.
I can't wait. If it happens, I'm be like, yeah, the star left everybody in the dust. Put that leotard back on.
I can wait forever. If we're being honest, I hope that
time, he's not even gonna do that. They're gonna make him dress up as Goldust and do it better than Dusty.
No, stop. What are you doing? Kenny, stop doing.
I am the little brother of Goldust. Silver Dust.
No. No. Stop it.
Make that man Silver Dust.
Make him stop.
He can come out that John. Diamond Dust.
Jokes on you, asshole. The motherfucking camera isn't on for you.
I don't care. I wasn't trying to do that.
We could see the chopping bit.
I wasn't trying to do the chopping bit. I was just talking. You know what I'm saying? Get to do the coming at y'all do the diamond. Diamond Dust.
Honest, at this moment, at this time, if I try to do the chop bit, I might fuck around, bite my tongue, and be mad at myself. So I'm not going to do it.
Diamond Dust. Speaking of Cody, he's on TV right now wrestling. Looking mid with the miss.
It is not Monday.
This is what y'all got. Mid card Cody Rhodes, baby. Sorry. But that entrance on fire though.
I might be interested in the last hour of this episode of Monday Night Raw. Who knows? We'll see. So let's see what we can get done here.
Well, yeah.
Night 2. What happened night 2 then?
Nothing.
He said nothing.
Edge and AJ Styles best match of the night.
That was night 2?
Yeah, best match of the night.
Didn't
Pat McAfee's match actually was pretty good.
It is. He beat the shit out of motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. And then you got Vince coming out selling.
He got the shit beat out of him by Vince McMahon.
Yeah, and then Austin came out there.
Got shit beat out of him by Austin. Yeah, you know how that goes.
And did the worst Stone Cold stunner ever.
Hey, you been catching motherfucking Stone Cold stunners for how many goddamn years? And that's how you sell it? Like, come on, buddy.
He botched the heck out of it.
I know we get. Come on,
shout out to Austin Theory for selling that stunner. Like he been wanting to do that his whole life.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but regardless, that shit was still a hell of a time. Hell of a time.
Yeah, and Roman and Brock was what we
tag team championships night 2, right?
Yeah. Naomi and Sasha won that.
All right, it's all coming.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, did Wrestlemania Weekend drag? Yes. Yes, the fuck it did. However, for the dragging, pretty good weekend.
Yeah, I guess.
A lot of good wrestling that went down this weekend, in my opinion. And I had to watch the Corbin match.
They didn't have it on WrestleMania, but you know.
I'm so glad, so glad. Roman Reigns and goddamn
Shinsuke
was the main event for night 2.
You went to sleep.
Cause I smooth with the fuck to sleep. I was the same result regardless of who won. So I just didn't care for that match at all.
That man texted me, was like, I looked up to see what the main event was, the next match. I said, oh yeah, y'all got that. I'm going to bed.
I saw the yes on the right, and we've been talking on, we've been texting each other throughout the show. I saw the bit like, all right, I'm out.
I said I'll stick around in hopes that who I want to win will win, but I know it's not gonna happen. And sure enough,
so, yeah, you had fun with that. And as literally as I was dozing the fuck off, you hit me. It was like it's the same shit every time. I was like, what do you expect? That's why I didn't watch it.
It's just horrible. Cody Rhodes wins against The Miz, aka MJF2. Adrenaline in the soul.
All right. Unlike WrestleMania weekend, we will not let this pin count drag out. Number 3.
Correct.
So we're gonna have spring starting on the 16th of this month, which might add is Joe's birthday.
Oh, okay, Joe.
Yeah.
You could be getting spring football.
Yeah. Are you gonna watch it, Kenny? I want to watch it.
I am gonna watch it.
Joe's gonna invite me out to a bar, but he's gonna do it out of courtesy because he's gonna know better.
Didn't the US now? Here's my question, Mr. History Buff. Didn't the USFL once exist before?
Yeah,
Wasn't it like owned by like Trump?
one of the teams.
No, I thought he was on the league.
He might have been the owner of the league. I don't know.
That's why I banked. That's why I folded.
Well, yeah, exactly. Luckily, it's not ran by Trump this time.
Correct. So who's gonna be your USFL team? Got one?
Who's the closest to DC?
I don't know. I don't know the teams. USFL. Let's
say Joyce.
we got the New Jersey Generals, Tampa Bay Bandits, Philadelphia Stars, Michigan Panthers, Houston Gamblers, Pittsburgh Maulers, New Orleans Breakers, and the Birmingham Stallions.
Those Stars, I guess.
It took a spring football league to get you to like Philly. Hey, yeah.
Wait a minute. These are very crucial questions, Kenny. So I need you to tell me the honest truth, okay?
Okay.
Philadelphia Stars, what's their team colors?
Oh, the Philadelphia Stars team colors are oh god. They're like red and gold. It's so terrible.
Red and what?
They're like red and gold. Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right.
Oh god.
Pittsburgh team's name you said again?
You said what?
That Pittsburgh team's name?
Maulers.
Maulers.
They're like orange and like purplish type. They kind of look like how your uniforms kind of look on Madden franchise.
Wait. What do you mean?
Like when you do your little personal franchise and you make your team.
And because I recently switched to Houston Oilers, but when I
before the Oilers.
Okay, so the orange and blue and orange combo.
Yeah. You already declared your team to be Philly. You can't change.
That was a soft commit, bro. I don't know. I might be a Ballers fan though.
You are a Stars fan.
I don't know, man.
It's not like this matters anyway.
What turns out? I don't know. Let's see how this pans out. Let's see how they play.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm just rooting for Philadelphia Stars till
a team. That's
until the XFL gets back together, and then I'll be a Defenders fan again.
Right, I'm waiting on that.
I was actually liking the Defenders. It's like, okay, Defenders, let's see what y'all can do. Then the league
wasn't bad. It really wasn't.
You say what?
I said XFL wasn't bad at all this time around.
No, it wasn't. It was really good. I was like, okay, they're gonna get some you know what I'm saying? Some airtime.
Yeah. They got some motherfuckers that could actually play. It wasn't wild cards.
Yeah, The Rock on that joint, baby. Yeah,
Shane,
make it great.
I said Shane Falco and the replacements and shit.
Yeah.
That's who won the first XFL time.
Yeah, man. But I'm gonna watch the USFL. I really am. You say
And don't count. Records count to me.
You said what don't count?
They say the original XFL records don't count. Fuck that. They count to me.
It should count.
Yeah. Because they weren't staying up past fucking midnight waiting for Saturday Night Live. Thinking, ooh, I get to treat myself to a football game and an episode of Saturday Night Live. Win-win.
Right.
Meanwhile, I'm up to like 3 in the fucking morning.
Anyway.
Because the Hitman game ran to 2 overtimes and shit. Bullshit.
Anyway.
That was such bullshit. All right. Yeah. And that's all we got for pin count here. Sponsored by Kiki and Coke Cupcakes. Kenny, final thoughts?
Yeah, I got final thought. So, for those of you who don't know, recently I started working again at the little Friends Experience Museum, which is a nice, cool place to work. But at the Friends Experience Museum, you will experience white privilege because I
You
have the pleasure to see it up close and personal every time I go to work.
UCMP.
Yeah, man, it's in 4K. You know what I'm saying?
At 4K.
I see that white privilege in 4K. So this story goes, it's closing time, just about. So the last group has come in at 7:20. This lady comes pulling up at like 7:45, trying to get in, and the security guards tell them like, yeah, you can't come in because the last group is already in and they're close. So she hits her with a BS story, talk about, oh, I just came from West Virginia and I'm trying to be here and I was running late. It took me a little while to get here and I got my 5 kids with me and all this and her husband, blah, 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 blah. Security like, I'm sorry to hear all that, but you can't come in. So she's sitting out there crying.
No way.
And you see my fingers crying, you know what I'm saying, that she wants to get in, you know what I'm saying, taking off all that. One of my coworkers come back in because she forgot something because she had got off, but she forgot she had to come back in real quick. She comes in there and they say, what did they talk about? They talk about the lady outside trying to get in or whatever. She's like, when I was out there, that lady did not look like she was crying. That lady looked like she was laughing. I was like, oh, so she put in her Oscar performance. Manager comes down. She tells the story to my manager. My manager's like, all right, just let her in because she's crying. So she come in, and meanwhile, I'm in the front. I'm at the box office. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just standing here till I get off because ain't nobody else really supposed to be coming in this show. It's free time. So right. I come in. She comes in. I see her. I see her husband. Ain't no kids. I'm like, who said this lady had 5 kids? I don't see near child. I see a whole grown woman coming in here trying to go through Friends.
Swindle.
So I'm just like, yo, this lady just made a whole scene, faking like she was crying to go take pictures at a Friends exhibit, right? And I'm like, bro, that ain't the most white privileged white lady thing I've ever seen in my life. I was just looking, I was like, and you know me, Carlos, I can be petty. I got my Tom Petty on that evening. When she walked past, I said, and the Oscar for the leading lady in a drama goes to. And she looked at me and she snarled at me. You know what I'm saying? If my camera wasn't laggy, I'd show you the face. But she was just like real angry. And I was like, and she walked past. I'm just like, yeah, you may fool them. You ain't fooling me. I know BS when I see it. You a real Hollywood actress. You know what I'm saying?
Bitch,
If
I
I
should be
was,
off.
if I was Will Smith, I'd slap you. Keep my schedule's name out your mouth. You saying? Coming in late. I'm trying to go home.
So listen,
Why they did-
my final thought is a bit of a story of my own. So I'm at work today at my new job, and we are out in Virginia, Fairfax to be exact. So we have to pick up. We go in to um, places and offices and such, and pick up their uh, shreddable items, the shred or whatever. And
Right.
one of the areas we had to hit was around the courthouse area. So like we're looking at the spot, and we get lost on the GPS and wound up, on the like courthouse roundabout. And me and my coworker were trying to figure out what the hell is going on in front of the courthouse. Have all these cameras and with signs up and such, right? Mm-hmm. So I like could barely make out any of the signs. However, it came to we came to realize that Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case was out there. And
Sasha came out with Naomi with the glow pants. Okay. Keep going. Sorry.
How can he? I care what I don't care much about this case. I don't. I mean, like, as domestic violence goes, yeah, I care. But as far as who the people are, not so much. So, like, as a joke, I feel like saying that. It's like saying I don't mean to be offensive, but that is these days. I don't mean to be offensive, but nah. It was just a joke. Cause it's like it's not the first time I've used hoes in such a like way and not meant it. Like I'm not serious about it. So I'll tell you, look at these hoes. Look at these hoes outside waiting for Johnny Depp.
You know what? That's hilarious.
Let the record reflect. I've also tweeted things like, look at these hoes at Trader Joe's.
Look at these hoes at the supermarket.
Hey, yo, there's hoes at the supermarket. They're going crazy.
These hoes at Krispy Kreme eating all the donuts.
I should be surprised at the amount of hoes at Dick's. Like it's completely harmless. I don't mean anything by it. I don't look to. I'm not saying it to offend anybody. I can't listen to anything less than that. Like I don't mean malice toward it. However, randomly, just randomly. I guess they like search Johnny Depp on Twitter and
Oh my gosh.
my tweet was the most recent.
That is hilarious.
So somebody, it's always motherfuckers with the anime Abbies. God damn it! What? I'm not gonna lie, that shit low key blows me because it's always the anime Abbies that is so opinionated, and not only that, I learned a new word from them that I've never heard before in my entire life, and that jump was made up just like 3 months ago and shit after a precedent was set, and nobody gave me the motherfucking memo. I'm sorry. So I'm sorry. Like if somebody gave me the memo, I would have understood what was said.
I'm currently going to your page to find this. Yeah.
You know what?
Keep going to your story. Yeah, keep going to your story.
I'll go with you for the simple fact that we're past the motherfucking rundown. B, I really want to like clearly remember what I said and what was said. You know what? I can't even remember what was said.
Man, you know
But like
what? I wake up every day to a new way to inspire, a new way to be offended. It's amazing.
I'm trying to. I'll give you the end of the story because the end of the story is pretty damn funny. So I'm not going to give it away. However, they were like, yeah, that means some along the lines of I'd rather be a hoe for Johnny Depp than Purdy like you.
Oh snap! Somebody retweeted me. Look at these hoes waiting on Johnny Depp. You got 2 quote tweets. Definitely a feminist. This one. Jeez. Hey. Yep. Proud to be a hoe. I mean, it's better than turdies. What's a turdy? You.
Bro,
Is that supposed to be a form of an insult? Because if so, what are you? 10? Honey, if you want to support your turd, go and learn what a turdy is. Then we'll have a nice talk. Turdy.
Well, your thing was thinking I was supporting it one. Like, so I was gonna call you a fucking dork and keep it moving.
Jealous much? Seriously? Grow up. What?
I won't do it. And then he blocked me. So that's my story of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Like,
hey yo, how you getting a fire? Then so fire.
son, I just a bunch of people that I don't even know. Like that wouldn't be talking to me about anything else about anything. And they want to have my mentions and call me all types of misogynistic. Listen, I'm not a misogynist. First and foremost, anybody can get torched. All right. Anybody can get ripped on. I don't care. I'm an equal opportunist antagonizer. So like that's nothing to me. And not only that, I gotta ask Ducky what a turdy is.
Yeah.
Cause I don't appreciate motherfuckers calling me shit. I don't know the Watch your fucking mouth. Cause it sound like it's coming from a place of malice. You know what I'm saying?
And if you had a job, maybe you stay off Twitter to keep it. What? I was just going through. This person is working yet heroically managed to find time to name call strangers on the internet.
Wait, or
Yeah, because once people retweet a quote, people comment on it. So I'm just looking.
wait a minute, they packed my ass. I didn't realize.
they didn't tag you, bro.
Oh, they didn't tag me.
They didn't tag you. They just commented on it. You can go through the little winos. You know what I'm saying? They go through.
Cowards. I want the smoke. Y'all can get the smoke.
See, now I'm tempted to go in there and be like, hoes is in front of the court.
At me. What's up?
Now I'm tempted to be like, do be hoes everywhere. So hoes are your friends. Hoes are your enemies. Hoes are your
friends. Jose was like, why are they so upset? I don't know, man. I don't understand. Nothing makes sense anymore. It doesn't.
No, you know their lives. You just called them hoes.
Hoes are useful, essential in agriculture. Just they got an anime at me. Like
somebody just. I just think it's hilarious.
All over some hoes waiting on Johnny Depp. Jealous much? Seriously, grow up. What am I jealous of?
Jealous? I don't understand.
I'm jealous of Johnny Depp. Why am I jealous of Johnny Depp? All right.
I'm not jealous of Johnny Depp. One, he's on a court case. Why would I be jealous of him? He's convicted for something. Why would I be jealous of him? Obviously, the attention he getting
close to Johnny Depp.
Right, because obviously the attention he getting is something I do not want.
Look, I fuck with Johnny Depp. I have no problems with Johnny Depp, but the fact that y'all think I'm jealous of Johnny Depp was pretty laughable. Like, I'd rather be broke as fuck than be Johnny Depp. That motherfucker got rich people problems. So I'm good. Cool off that.
You know what? I just think
bring it on.
This is my gripe with people on social media. Y'all get into a whole defending, you know what I'm saying, calling people hoes and all this stuff. But you don't even know the person that tweeted that, and you calling him this and that. So how can you say that about somebody else and defend somebody else at the same time? That don't make no sense.
Yeah, that's wild.
I'm like, y'all, I'm about to retweet it. I'll be like, hey, y'all hoes are stupid.
No.
Boy, these hoes is lost their mind.
That's how we got here. That's how he got here. It's not the fact that I said the word hoe. It's the fact that I included the word hoe and Johnny Depp in the same sentence.
I think it's the word these hoes and Johnny Depp.
Yeah, that's what it was. But mostly Johnny Depp. Once Johnny Depp got involved, that's when they, started jumping in and shit. I had to start a super kick party and it just got messy.
What the heck's a turdy? You. Like, what? I'm just gonna call you a dork and keep it moving.
If you're a fucking kid, I'm gonna treat you like a fucking kid and call you a dork. Nerd. Nimrod. Like
and you also just got into it with like a Johnny Depp fan page, so shame on you for
but it all comes back to what I said episodes ago, dog. That's probably the sickest, mentally sickest part of Twitter, dog. Fan pages.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fan pages are the most unhinged people ever. They dedicate their entire internet life to a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
I think it's hilarious. Because now I'm just going trying to find all the rabbit holes so I can just type "ho" under it.
You gotta dip your toe in, motherfucker. You can't just dip your toe in the shit. You gotta cannonball in that motherfucker. I cannonball casually in this motherfucker.
This is where you're wrong. I can do what I
I'm
want.
an anchorman into this situation, dog. Cannonball.
This is where you have to learn. I do what I want. This is what Twitter's for. To do what you want.
I do what I want. I hate this motherfucker.
So if I want to type hoe under somebody's comment, I'm gonna type hoe because hoes ain't friends. Hoes are your friends. Hoes are your enemies. You just need to quote like ho. You just need to put like go to YouTube and just put the song "Hoes" by Ludacris on there and just let it go and see what it is.
Prodigy is rolling in his grave. How you're such a halfway crook right now, dog.
You said who?
Prodigy.
Oh, listen, I don't care.
It's like sick, dog.
Picking a side and calling us hoes mean just support Terry. My boy, what? Hoes.
I'll
Man, let's end this. This is dragging too long. With that being said, my name is Kenneth Whitaker, aka Mr. Hose. It's like, nah.
No. Any of your aliases.
Just call me
He's
after
on the guest list.
after today. Just call me Mr. Hose. Mr. Hose.
I was his name on the guest list. Like,
I just added it on, aka Mr. Hose.
no.
These hoes ain't loyal. I bet you singing that when Chris Brown was singing it. I'm sorry.
These are pre-made. Kenny Whitaker +5.
My name is Crawford Kenneth Whitaker, so the original owner of the whole Millennial Falcon. I mean, the original owner of the Millennial Falcon. I've been flying this thing better than everybody, and we used to have a gang of hoes in the cockpit.
$20, 24, 25.
I tell you who did get hoes. Han Solo.
We go again.
I'm gonna be doing that for the duration of these AKA. AKA the last night Jedi. I do you not. There is no try. Like you try me, I'll take away all your hoes.
Oh my God, he's cut one of the holes in half. No.
Speaking of a man who deals with hoes, AKA not your man, I'm a savage. Oh yeah. See, the one thing you always gotta remember, me, G, is that it's not a hoe always closely related. Yeah, but see, I don't always use the word hoe because I get to have hoes for my garden. I always gotta plant a good seed. If you plant seed with your hoes, mean Gene, I think you would use it as a proper garden tool, correct? Because sometimes hoes got to be put in their place. And some hoes belong to the dirt, some hoes belong to the left, some hoes belong to the right. Sometimes a hoe just likes to take your whole life, right? Mean Gene. I mean, we've seen people that come in contact with hoes that haven't been in a while. But the new thing for hoes are thoughts. Cause I don't always like a thought. So when I see a thought or a slash a hole, I go into the top rope, elbow drop into the middle of the road. Oh, yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was Nacho Man, I'm a Savage, planting tomato seeds in his garden. Back to you, Gorilla.
Who moved my hole? Yeah. AKA the very sexual, the very tight,
very thought-ish.
Austin Powers, Faja.
Wait, is Faja?
Yeah, dad is Faja.
Oh, father.
So we're looking for most excellent agent we've ever seen. Yes, the most excellent agent we've ever seen. Oh, I got a power to it because I can't even. AKA Mr. Kennedy Black Man. Okay. Yeah, not a WrestleMania season's over, and my very best friend, who is kind of like my son Shane, got into a Twitter beef over hoes. I'm gonna go ahead and stand up all the hoes that you can think of, and everyone that you want to call a hoe. Put them all together, and you know who's got the hoes? Godfather's got the hoes. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stand up the hoe train because all you hoes want to be a part of that train, but we can't put that on TV because nowadays we'll get in trouble by the CDC and we can't let that happen. So instead of the hoes, we're gonna get all our favorite superstars. Get our truth. Get Reggie. Get our Caratosa. Get the Biz. Get all those 24/7 people, and we're gonna have ourselves a hoe versus hoe match, and we're gonna have it where, Carlos?
In your office.
In my office. And when each one of those hoes step foot in my office, I'm going to pull out my garden hoe. And I'm going to tell you to go outside the WWE headquarters and plant some seeds because I'm going to inject a lethal dose of Twitter poison into the WWE.
Oh, my God. My fucking chest hurts, bro. Damn.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Bring it on home. My name is Carlos Crawford, aka comically impersonating Hulk Hogan. It's Tin Music Charlie.
That was name. See what you hoes did to my friend. Man, forget me.
AKA Stoned Cold.
What?
Are you supposed to be some kind of rescue dog?
What?
Are you Lassie?
What?
You my protective angel?
What?
Looking over my shoulder?
What?
Every time I get into trouble?
What?
You come running?
What?
You a big hero?
What?
You Superman?
What?
I don't think so.
What?
It's a throwaway one. AKA Snack Miller. If I would have done my schoolwork, I could have been an Oklahoma Sooner with a golden retriever I named Cooper, a part-time Krugers, working on securing me a future, the American dream. Big titty bitches guaranteed a spot on the team. Bust inside my pants, leave a spot on my jeans. Clean it up. Why pretty girls ain't us? AKA Warren Moonshine. I thrown for 457 yards today. I'll tell you what I've had enough.
That's a boat.
AKA the Idiom Savant. I'm going to be honest with you. I scraped the barrel for subject matter for this week, but damn it, did we have a show. Boy, did we make the best of it. No. AKA Bianca Vega. Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores, porque canta gacera like, ah, Dios mío. Whoever did this is absolutely sadistic. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. What's his nose? It's a map of some sorts. Oh, There it is. And ladies and gentlemen, that was episode 176. 176.
I believe it's 176.
It has to be 176. The bracket episode was 175. The last episode that we did. That's what happens when you don't record weekly, Kenny. We can't do that again. I know that was my fault because I said, hey, let's take the week off because it's WrestleMania weekend. But we can't.
Wrong. It's nothing wrong with taking a week off. You just have to remember the number. Just look before we report.
I tried to.
Well, that speaks to a greater problem.
Oh, I see the problem there. But that being said, that it's been episode 176. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube. And for the love of all things holy, watch the product.
You hosts watch the product now.
You really carried host to the end, huh?
Yeah.
Gotta get rid of the host if you want to do better in life, Kenny.
Listen, I don't see the problem. Ho, 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 ho. Y'all say ho, ho, ho around Christmas. Now niggas can't say ho. What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, we're off this, man.
We out. Ho, ho, ho.